Next, we're going to look at cumulative frequency graphs and special vocabulary that go with these type of graphs, okay? Well, cumulative frequency just means adding up the frequencies as you go along, and this will be more clear to you when we look at the tables of frequencies and adding up as we go along. You always label the cumulative frequency on the y-axis, like the example below, cumulative frequency on the y-axis, and you will have a medium value which is exactly halfway up the y-axis between the value of 0 and 32. So between the extreme values that you're given, and in this case it's between 0 and 32. So exactly halfway between 0 and 32 is 16. So your median would be at 30, okay? Then you've got upper and lower quartiles on a cumulative frequency graph. Now the lower quartile would be a quarter of the way between 0 and 32. So a quarter of 32 is 8. So the lower quartile would be at 8, which is 28. And the upper quartile is 3/4 of 32, which is 24. And 24 shows a length of 33. And finally, you've got an interquartile range. And this is the distance on the x-axis now between the upper and the lower quartiles. And you can see that in red on the x-axis. So the interquartile range in this example is between 28 and 33. So the interquartile range is only 5. Okay, let's look at a question. Question 5. The table below shows the grades of 100 students in a math exam. Okay, and we're going to complete the table first of all and draw a cumulative frequency graph. When you plot your graph, always use the highest value in each group. So your first plot would be at 30. Okay, 30 with 3. Your graph should look like an elongated S. Then you're going to use the graph to find the median and the interquartile range. So you're going to find the lower quartile and the upper quartile, and then you can find the interquartile range. The interquartile range is a measure of the dispersion of a set of data, and the advantage of the interquartile range is that it eliminates the extreme values that are not important. And finally, students who score less than 72 fail, and they have to do a resit. So I'd like you to estimate how many students have to do a resit. Now pause.